Hello and welcome to this week's Market Minute. I'm Darren Cohen with Wealth E&P. Last week was an interesting week for the indices because all three were down most of the week from Monday to Thursday. However, by the end of the week on Friday, they all flipped positive with the Dow just barely above neutral. S&P was up about 0.2% and the NASDAQ about 0.7%. So speaking of the S&P, I want to talk once again about what we call the Magnificent Seven, or the seven stocks that are really driving the S&P performance this year. If you take a look at this chart, you'll see that year to date, the seven top stocks in the S&P are up over 70%. Phenomenal. Therefore, the S&P overall is up 19%, as many of you know, because you see that across the TV screen. What most of us don't realize is if you eliminate those seven stocks and you look at the S&P 493, that group is only up 5% this year. So what does that mean when it comes to looking at your portfolio and relative return this year? It means that diversified portfolios just aren't going to be up what the S&P itself is, because most of us in our portfolios are going to have large company stocks, small company, mid cap, international bonds, etc. And diversified portfolios just aren't going to be concentrated in those seven stocks. So make sure when you're benchmarking this year, you benchmark to the right appropriate index, and that would be either a moderate benchmark, aggressive, conservative, etc. The S&P, the Dow, Morningstar have these benchmarks available. If you have any questions, where to find those or anything else, give us a shout and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much.